My question is basically revolving around your party stance on medical marijuana, or marijuana in general. And I was wondering where you could tell me the rights of patients to produce and grow their own marijuana in a safe, controlled environment at home fits into the Liberal Party's platform regarding decriminalization or legalization of marijuana.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your question. And I actually had, over the past year, I've had an awful lot of conversations with people who are users of medical marijuana. I've spoken with parent groups and various concerned industry groups and police forces. And the one thing that we can certainly agree on is that the current approach is not working. The current prohibition has left us with a higher rate of use of marijuana in our teens than any developed country around the world. So don't let anyone tell you that legalization is going to allow for easier access for our young people to marijuana than we have right now. It can't get any easier right now. It's easier to buy a joint than it is to buy a bottle of beer for a teenager. So the issue we have is, on top of that, we are funding billions, or sending billions of dollars into criminal organizations that are making an awful lot of money and funding other more serious criminal activities around the use of marijuana. That's sort of the general perspective. On the issue of medical marijuana, it's actually amazing to see the kinds of specialization and research that is beginning to be done into what strains actually address which problems very effectively in many, many cases. And our worries are that the current hyper-controlled approach around medical marijuana that actually removes from individuals the capacity to grow their own is not going in the right direction in either respect of freedom or the kind of care that people need. Now, my vision of what the legalization of marijuana would look like is loosely based on how we control alcohol. To make sure that, yes, I mean, if someone wants to brew their own beer or make their own wine, they're more than welcome to. But the vast majority of consumers are happy to go to the liquor store to purchase their alcohol because it's of known quality. And the choices available to consumers and the knowledge of what goes into what it is that you're buying empowers consumers. This is the kind of approach we need to take, one grounded in evidence, one grounded in science, one grounded in liberty, in the freedom of people to make choices, but that at the same time does a better job of protecting the developing brain of our young people from exposure to harmful substances like, unfortunately, marijuana, alcohol, and cigarettes have a much greater impact on the developing brain than they do on adults, and therefore we need to protect our kids from it. But we don't need to be all nanny state about it the way Stephen Harper is with his prohibition, and that's what we're standing against. So thank you for your question. Maybe someone on the stairs there. Does anyone up there have a question for me?